The 2015 Audi Allroad is the best car for you if your ideal is a mix of station wagon and crossover SUV. Judging by its very modest sales numbers, the Allroad isn't the ideal of a great number of people, but like most mashups, it combines some of the best and some of the worst from each of its influences. Is it right for you? I'm Chuck Giametta. Join me for a car preview video review of the 2015 Audi Allroad. The first Allroad sold from model years 2001 through 2005. It was based on Audi's Midsize A6 line, and you could get it with a 335 horsepower V8. Today's second generation version, formal name Allroad Quattro, all lowercase, debuted for 2013. Based on the A4 compact car platform, it's 300 pounds lighter than the original and comes only with a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It displaced the A4 Avant station wagon in Audi's lineup and slots between two traditional crossovers, the less expensive Q5 and the larger, costlier Q7. That leaves the Allroad as either a high-riding station wagon or a squished-down SUV. The grille has vertical chrome struts as on other Audi crossovers, and xenon headlamps are standard for 2015 even on the least expensive model. These prominent roof rails and contrasting cladding are other crossover cues. This white paint, by the way, along with basic black, is one of only a few colors for which Audi won't charge you $550 extra. For another $1,000, they'll make the cladding match the body, but only in certain colors. The Allroad has 7.1 inches of ground clearance. That's about an inch less than a Q5, but about 2 inches more than the average car. Audi's Quattro all-wheel drive system is standard, but don't mistake all-road for off-road. The design brief here is gravel paths and snowy streets, not wilderness trails. In reality, an all-road will go most anywhere the typical crossover owner is likely to venture, and with some advantages over a bulkier imitation SUV. For example, the center of gravity is lower, so it's less tippy feeling in turns. You do give up a truly elevated seating position, though. With a roofline 7 full inches shorter than a Q5's, you can load skis or bikes with less effort, but that also means less room for people and cargo. Absent a crossover's expansive greenhouse, this feels very much like the compact station wagon it pretends not to be. The dashboard looks a little dated, but does the job. Room in front is good, and you're treated to Audi's typical upscale decor. Leather upholstery and power front seats are standard, so is real aluminum trim. Genuine wood is a $350 option. Joining the panoramic moonroof among standard features for 2015 is 3-zone climate control and rear privacy glass. Included with the top-line Prestige model and optional for the others is Audi's nicely organized central control multimedia interface and a navigation system that features Google Earth mapping. The rear seat is not a highlight. Knee room gets tight with the front buckets more than halfway back. Headroom isn't generous, and you feel kind of buried on this low-set cushion. Compact crossovers with higher roof lines give you more cargo volume, obviously, but how often do you really load to the ceiling? With some 30 cubic feet behind the rear seat and 50 with it folded, luggage space is typical of a small station wagon. And for 2015, every Allroad gets a power lift gate. Shared with other cars and crossovers in the Volkswagen Audi family, the 2-liter turbo is a gem. It has 220 horsepower and a stout 258 pound-feet of torque. Linked with an alert 8-speed automatic transmission, it accelerates the Allroad quicker than the 6.4-second 0 to 60 time would suggest. More important, it delivers fine passing power and worry-free merging ability. That 0 to 60 time, by the way, is about a half-second quicker than a Q5 with this engine. That's another benefit of the more car-like Allroad. It's about 200 pounds lighter than a Q5. Less mass and the aerodynamic advantages of a lower profile translate to pretty decent fuel economy too. Still, the Allroad does weigh more than most cars its size. Combined with its loftier ride height, that means slower reactions to steering inputs and more body lean in corners than you get with a sporty sedan. Overall, this is a satisfying driving experience. The Allroad underpins its extra measure of mobility with real European refinement. The pricing befits European breeding as well, though it's not out of line with premium brand alternatives. Precisely what those alternatives are is difficult to nail down. Volvo comes closest with its new raised suspension all-wheel drive V60 Cross Country. Looks familiar, doesn't it? Then there's BMW's new X4, a kind of fastback four-door coupe take on the Allroad concept. Even Audi seems indecisive. Reports say it may replace the Allroad around model year 2017 by, interestingly enough, restoring the A4 Avant to its US lineup. Until then, this will remain someone's automotive ideal. For more on the Allroad and other cars, trucks, and SUVs, go to CarPreview.com and subscribe to our Car Preview YouTube channel.